I'm Joe Chili. Joining us on Big Wax Buffalo on the Rise is Kevin O'Brien from Fichte, Endl and Elmer Eyecare. How much they pay you to wear that hat today?
So, you know, I was in a pirate festival, and the hat has nothing to do with it, but I thought I'd bring it up because I actually was part of the beard. The hat I wear in surgery, because you have to wear a hat in surgery.
Really?
Yeah, they don't pay me enough.
You know, that's
It's embroidered. Come on, it matches the outfit.
Yeah, that's a very nice hat. Is it held on with duct tape?
Yeah.
Let's talk about today the Zeiss Smile laser procedure. I don't know, when I think laser procedure, it skeeves me out a little bit, but it's really a good procedure, right?
A lot of people have this perception of you're an airline pilot, they're going to shine a laser in your eye and you're going to crash. Well, not with laser eye surgery. It's very controlled. It's been around for a very long time. I've been involved with these guys for over 34 years. Laser procedure has come a long way, and the Zeiss Smile that we'll talk about is just the newest tool in the toolbox, best way to put it.
And what is, you know, when you start talking laser, what are they actually doing with the laser? I mean, lasers burn, don't they? I mean, you know.
There are different kinds of laser. There's a cold laser that actually works inside the eye. So after cataract surgery that we talked about once before, it can actually create a change behind the eye. What lasers do is they do sometimes burn. What they do is they can cauterize inside the eye. But these lasers that I work with, or we work with at Fichte, Endl and Elmer Eyecare, are all cold-based lasers, and they work on the front of the eye. It's almost as if you were cool sculpting or sculpting the front of the eye with tiny little air bubbles. And Zeiss Smile is exactly about tiny bubbles.
And what does it stand for?
Small, S is for small, the M is silent, lenticular extraction, incision lenticular extraction. It's hard, it's a mouthful. That's why they call it Zeiss Smile.
Yeah.
But it's basically, it's a small little lenticle or piece of tissue removed through a tiny, tiny incision.
And so why would people choose something like this over a standard procedure? I mean, you know, I think of things like, you know, and it's probably just me being Mr. Cosmopolitan, you know, but I think sometimes newest isn't always the best. True. You know, but
you don't want to get the first generation anything. I mean, even a first generation iWatch or iPhone, everything is not that great, but this has been out for 8 years. Over 8 million of these have been done over the world. It's fastly approaching the #1 procedure to do other than LASIK, although LASIK is still the standard procedure, because of its simplicity. And you pick it not because you would pick it. You'll do the research and then you'll say, yeah, I want to learn about that. Then you go in and you talk to your doctor, and if it's not for you, they'll say you don't have this done. For instance, if you're farsighted versus nearsighted, or you're just not a good fit with it. But it's nice for those people who have a very high prescription. You can offer them something that's less invasive, very quick in terms of recovery.
Oh, so the recovery is it safe to say it's faster?
Sure, because the first procedure with laser was done on the very surface of the eye. It was called PRK, photorefractive keratectomy, and that was done with kind of shaving the front surface of the eye. And it's like a dermabrasion on your skin. That was 6 to 8 weeks before great vision, and 6 to 7 days before you felt wonderful. That's still done, and it's done for some people who have to have it done. Next comes LASIK. LASIK's very quick recovery because there's no dermabrasion. It's under a flap, but this is even no flap. This is a different laser called a femto laser in the center cornea of the eye. That's why the faster recovery.
So basically it's less invasive, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and what are you talking about for an average, I mean, when you get out of surgery for something of this nature, you don't do both eyes at the same time.
You do.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, unlike some surgeries that you can't do both eyes.
Yeah.
I just left with a hat on and just did 4 eyes just maybe an hour ago. And the second gentleman that sat up was a -8.00, which is a pretty strong prescription. Usually 2 or 3 or 4 is a prescription. He was 8. He sat up from the laser and he looked at it and he said, you know, I can already see better. That was 30 seconds afterwards. And that's how fast it is, especially because it's higher prescription range. You do have kind of a foggy vision, like you're looking through a contact that's been in for overnight or something, but almost immediately you can see things. It's just amazing how fast it is.
And in situations like this, because I really don't know, I mean, you know, but luckily I haven't had to have, you know, surgery for cataract yet. Will it eliminate the need for glasses? Will you still need reading glasses? Sure. What happens, or does it vary?
The beauty is when you're 20 years old and you decide to have this done, or 21 or whatever, that you have from that 20-year-old mark all the way up to around your 40s. And the inside of your eye then changes, the lens changes because it loses flexibility. That's a different condition called presbyopia. So you can enjoy the next 10, 15, maybe 20 years of no distance glasses because your eye can still focus. When you hit that wonderful 40 mark, that's when you need reading glasses. And that's when that happens to everybody, whether you have anything done or not. You can have perfect vision your whole life. 41 years old, you wake up one day and you're like, I can't see my fingerprint anymore. So that happens to everybody. So if you have LASIK done, or if you have SMILE done, or if you have surface treatment done, we strongly tell you, you will need reading glasses over 40. There are other things, so you don't have to do that, but those 3 types of laser, you're going to definitely need reading glasses afterwards.
Do people still have those little half glasses things that they wear anymore or no?
I probably have 35 of those around my house that I now don't have to wear because I've had cataract surgery. But oh yeah, I mean we have those because we have a full optical. And,
does it make you talk differently when you?
Well, it makes you sound like your nose is stuffed up because you're kind of like talking like this.
Well, that's awesome. You also have seminars and things, open houses, things that you do, right?
Sure.
People can find out about those where?
Once a month, and if you look on our website, it'll tell you the exact date. They're usually held on a Thursday or Wednesday evening. You come to the office, you sign up on the website or by calling. We have a light dinner served. You get to actually talk to someone who's been through this. And then more importantly, well, not more importantly, because the patient's very important, but you also get to talk to the doctors. So you can ask them one-on-one. So, what's the complication rate on this? Or what do you think about this? Or my sister told me that. And you're actually talking to the guy or woman that's going to do your eyes. So that's the beauty of it.
All right, Kevin, thank you very much. For more information and answers to your questions, contact Fichte, Endl Elmer Eyecare by calling one of our offices or go to Fichte, Fichte.com.
Sponsorship and promotional consideration for the preceding segment was provided by the following: